This is the mating call I give off when I'm trying to attract a manga assistant to draw backgrounds for me. Are you sick or why are you streaming so early? I'm only streaming about an hour earlier. The truth is, I keep on saying in the summer that I'm going to start streaming earlier because my room becomes extremely hot and uncomfortable. But if I'm actually like drawing well, then I don't want to start the stream because I'm being productive. And if I'm not drawing well and I'm just procrastinating, I also don't want to start the stream because then I don't want to be drawing. So it just gets later and later and later. So when I actually start streaming around 4 p.m., which is a okay time to stream if it's not summer, but in the summer it means I'm sitting in a fucking oven and killing myself doing that shit. So it's already pretty hot today, and it's gonna get hotter, so I just figured that I'd get it done with and then, you know, go and sleep in the basement. It's 2 hours early. It's still too hot. It should be like about 6 hours early if I want to avoid being an extreme heat exhaustion risk, which I am every time. Basement, cold and wet? Yeah, like your mother. Got him. Honestly, I'm always overheating, so if I could find a female who's just like doesn't have body heat, like, you know, the traditional Yuki Onna yokai girlfriend, I would be looking for it. That's the kind of relationship I want. The Yuki Onna yokai girlfriend relationship, cold and wet. It was 4 degrees Celsius last night over here. Why are people pretending like they have relevant stories about the weather that applies to other people in this chat when everyone's in different locations of the world? People are like, sure, it sure is hot today. Ho ho, it's like, actually, it might or might not be hot today, depending on where you're living. Stop saying stupid things, guys. I'm just bragging that it's cold. I hate summer. Me too. Who is like, I love summer besides the guy who is like, I'm a Japanese high school baseball player and my dream is to go to the Koshien and have unforgettable memories about me and my best friends or some shit like that. Ironically, Japan, that has the most unbearable summers on the planet, also has the most wholesome summer related media. If you only watch anime without actually ever experiencing the fucking real temperatures in Japan in person, you're like, oh, Japanese summer, so wholesome. The cicadas, I guess. Cicadas chilling on your tatami, eating watermelon, going to the summer festival with your childhood friend, and she says something while the fireworks are going off, but you can't really hear her, so you're like, huh, what did you say, Kanako? She's like, oh, it's nothing. Hee hee, Billy. I'm just being so silly. Forget it. I didn't mean anything. Oh, okay. Of course, childhood friend Chan. I couldn't hear you because of the fireworks. You know, stuff like that. Wholesome stuff in Japan. They are just accustomed to hell. My mother keeps on complaining when I put the air conditioning on, and of course she's native born Japanese, so she can just handle the temperatures in ways that I refuse to handle. Ah, this soundtrack brings back memories. Of that, the amazing gameplay of Oblivion. Backpedaling through the forest while shooting arrows at trolls or whatever. Such riveting gameplay. Truly a 1 out of 1 experience. Never played Oblivion. I just know the magic creation is busted. Everything about Oblivion is busted. And pretty much all Elder Scroll games, for that matter. I can't even remember what I was killing in Oblivion. I do remember finding the whole Oblivion gates to be extremely boring. Going to hell, fighting shit in hell. As a video game, Oblivion fucking sucks. As a walk around and chill kind of game, it's pretty good, but... Of course, I didn't know better at the time. Oblivion was still in the period in which it was like, oh my god, you can go anywhere and do anything. This is the most amazing video game ever. Before we all realized that video games where you can go anywhere and do everything always end up sucking because they end up being like shallow as a puddle, wide as an ocean thing. So you'd think that we have figured it out by then with, you know, Peter Molyneux promising Fable to be allow you to do whatever the fuck you want, and that, you know, being shit. But it took quite a bit longer than that before people really figured out that the whole open world, do anything, do whatever you want, actually kind of sucks. Oblivion horse armor was the first step into microtransaction hell. Maybe? I can't remember. It was certainly the one in which people actually got angry about it. I don't know if it was the first step, though. I'm sure there was stuff before that. You know what? In comparative to a lot of the other issues that video games have nowadays, the microtransactions, they don't bother me as much. In fact, if we're going on a list of insanely toxic shit that video games have, microtransactions would be pretty low. Which isn't saying that I don't dislike microtransactions, it's just that the industry has succeeded in introducing stuff so much worse than microtransactions, they don't even really register as much. Video industry cancer. I think for SS, we're gonna go, although it's already dead because it was so cancerous that even the most NPCs of consumers didn't notice it. I think for SS, we're gonna go NFTs. Um, I'm gonna go NFTs and gacha. Actually, um, I think we're gonna put DLC at C right here. Gacha is S, NFT is SS. No, I'm gonna give gacha. I'm gonna put gacha in SS. I think people just haven't noticed, but I think gacha is SS. Any core mechanic where you have to gamble and waste as much as like $10,000 just to play the fucking game, just to get what you want instead of just being able to buy what you want, that's gonna get an SS for me. It also triggers people's like whatever, their gambling part of their brain, so it literally ruins people's lives. I think gacha is definitely an SS. First day patch A, no. First day patch is at B because they're actually just like trying to patch it. In fact, I'm gonna go C because like if you actually have a first day patch and it works, then like whatever. This is just part of video game development. So you forget that back in my day, you could just get like a broken game and that was it. It was broken. Mobile is sort of like the basis of all our cancer to begin with, and it includes stuff like NFTs and gacha, but you could say that like solitaire on your phone is also a mobile game, so it's not like everything is awful. So we're just going to put mobile at A. Online only play for single player content is SS. Nah. That stuff can be fixed with somewhat piracy and stuff. It's not even close to NFTs and gacha, I would say. It might be an S. I'm going to put pay to win in S, which of course includes gacha and stuff as well, right? Nerfs and buffs. So D we're going to put in game balance patches. These are actually like positive stuff, even if it allows for the developers to become a little more lackadaisical in their game development. But it's better that we have them than not, at least. B, I'm going to put in Nintendo pricing. Various shit right here. Also, I don't think that seasonal passes is inherently evil. It just ends up becoming evil. What else is there? Am I forgetting stuff? Purposefully bad hardware. Time locked achievements. How many shit are there? In fact, I'm just willing to just put achievements on the list. Because I do think achievements are fucking cancer. Reliance on Discord is going to be on the list, but low on the list because I don't think it's that huge of a deal. Creating functional online is a lot of work. We haven't put in microtransactions yet. I'm going to give microtransactions an A. Cosmetics that can only be acquired with real world money. Yeah, I mean that would be included in the microtransactions. So I'm just gonna also put that in cos. I have a second complaint about cosmetics is because you're forced to see the people with the fucking cosmetics, so it ruins the entire like gameplay experience if you have to see somebody wearing a fucking pink butterfly costume in your fucking eyeballs the entire time. I mean, microtransaction and cosmetics are basically in the same category, I would say. Live event awards. I'm willing to put live event awards way down in C. I don't think it's that big a deal. Just don't buy that. What else could be an S? Lack of physical copies. I'm willing to put lack of physical copies lower because not every company has the resources to ship stuff. We'll put it in A, I guess. I think S gets poorly... anti-piracy that tanks performance. I don't play on PC, but I'm willing to give that an S because, you know, fuck you. Forced to make an account. I'm going to put that in as S as well. Forced account system. Just forced account making. Full price re-releases. Remakes. I'm gonna think is I'm gonna put that in B in the same category as Nintendo. that it? I think that's about it. Oh, uh, 1,000 gigabyte hardware storage. Yeah, I think we've covered everything at this point. That seems to be a good enough list. I think the reason why people are like NFTs, well, no one has actually said that, but I think NFTs deserves to be in their SS because I don't think any of us have actually played enough NFT games to realize how truly fucking toxic that shit is. Using Sweet Baby Incorporated or any other counselor to make games. Yeah, but we're gonna keep that as in a separate category of culture wars. Well, this is just like ways in which the company is trying to make every single piece of money. What kind of fun time did I just miss? Complaining about the modern video game industry. So in A, we have a lot of stuff you can just sort of avoid. Just don't play mobile games. Just don't do microtransactions. You can't really avoid cosmetics. You can not buy them. Shader compiling. I'm going to put shader compiling in C, but... Okay, we can just put a PC optimization in... I'm going to go ahead and put it in B. I guess PC optimization could be the same as the hardware storage issue, but... I think it sort of deserves its own category. At this point, I'm also going to put esports in C. Esports. Keck W. And this is someone who loves esports, or at least loved esports back in the day. And now just feels like it's the most sad, commercialized shit in a very literal way in which you have to see a million commercials. Edging the audience with releases and then putting on another year, man, that's fine. Making video games is hard. Sometimes it's not going to be coming out on time. All of this stuff in here is shit that's done by the company on purpose. Like, these are choices that the companies are making to make your video game playing experience worse instead of just making a good video game. Different editions of games with toys and shit. I already put in Nintendo pricing. No, please. The amiibo. It's so valuable. Yeah, I think special editions, we can put that in there. Collector's edition or whatever. Maybe also early access. We'll move D down a little bit here. Do you think early access should be C or B? If you're over the age of 18 and dumb enough to buy collectors, that's on you. Well, that's why it's low. There's a lot of stuff. When we get below A, like B and C are stuff that you can avoid if you're willing to be a grown adult. So I guess we can put early access in C. Because, you can just wait for the game to come out. And B gets pay extra for early access. Well, there's not enough space, but like early access Blizzard Diablo 4. Remember that, guys? When there was a whole legion of retards who were like, I'm going to pay, how much was it? They bought the collector's edition for like extra $30 so they could start playing an extra like 2 days early or some shit. I can't remember the specifics. I remember that in real time thinking, God, these people are so fucking stupid. Holy shit, what the fuck? Exclusively releasing on one platform? That's not that bad. And it happens so infrequently nowadays. Shovelware games. Again, stuff that you can kind of ignore. That's more of a the storefront issue, I would say. I mean, we've always had shovelware games since the NES. It's so sad it's never been worse. Post your favorite shovelware example in chat, guys, and I'll go look it up on Steam and see if I want to play it or not. Speaking of AI slop, what I was doing yesterday was just endlessly generating images of women in high-cut leotards. AI slop is truly soulless. No real human artist would ever draw something as soulless as this. You can tell it's soulless AI slop because there's no skin dentation. If I drew this in real life and my followers saw that I didn't draw the proper skin dentation where the thighs meet the thigh-high socks, people would be outraged. They'd be like, where's the skin dentation? Fucking leg is going into the car, LMAO. We don't think about physical impossibilities when we come to AI slop, guys. You just don't think about it. Don't think about how there's an extra leg or an extra arm or 12 fingers or how, you know, spatially there's no way the leg could be in that position and stuff like that. You have to focus on the image in your mind's eye and let that guide your penis. Yeah, Just Goon. This is the advanced version of Just Draw that people keep on telling artists to do. Instead of just drawing, you just goon. Just goon it, Nike. The reason why I was spending so much time prompting yesterday was because I didn't really understand this while I was prompting, but it's because I had already finished inking all the easy parts of this manga. So I'm literally at the point where only difficult shit remains, which means from here on forward, for the next, I don't know, week, few days, I don't know how long it's going to take me to draw all these backgrounds and stuff. It's just going to be me torturing myself trying to learn how to do stuff that I don't know how to do, and it's going to be very, very uncomfortable and painful. You see this, motherfuckers? We are currently around here when it comes to drawing backgrounds. Except for art, for drawing shit, the Dunning-Kruger effect line, it goes like... Feels good, man. I don't know what this word is used. It's a word that you'll see a lot if you start communicating in drawing circles, because everybody who's drawing is in the valley of despair and is just talking about Dunning-Kruger and shit like that. If you go to a drawing circle and talk about how great you're feeling about drawing something and you think it turned out really well, everyone will be like, LOL, LMAO, post your work. Max Dunning-Kruger going on here, boys. Ugh. What am I gonna do here? I don't know. The skin dentation is the indentation caused in the skin caused by clothing. It's, you know... It's usually easier, I feel, to draw the leg first and then do the skin dentation. And you draw the line. And then it's like, oh, now we have to redraw the leg. According to Asanagi Sensei, there's more muscle on the top side right here. So there isn't going to be much skin dentation right here. So this can be like a straight line from the muscle to, or the exposed leg to the knee sock. But on the outside is where there's fat. So this is where you have to be like, we have to add the female fat right here. So the right amount of skin dentation is always something I struggle with. Is it like, is this like the right amount? Like that? I don't know. Sexo. Holy shit, my room is getting really hot. Fuck. I should just do this on one layer here. Alright, let's change the music. This is putting me asleep. It's actually not putting me asleep. It's too fucking hot to fall asleep in my goddamn room. God damn it. Thank God the air conditioning is coming on. Our house has air conditioning, it's just my room is like 20 degrees more hotter than the rest of the house. So every 20 minutes when the air conditioning finally comes on, I'm like, oh shit, I can feel slightly cool air getting into the corner of my room. Holy fuck, that's such a game changer. But then it stops again. I don't think this is correct. Clothing design is very difficult. I'm having a lot of difficulty with this fairy boob area design right now. Because I already drew the dress upper in the upper panel with like this black area. Now I can't figure out how that would translate in terms of a three-dimensional object to looking at the boobs from below, which is what I'm drawing right now. Doughy or meaty ass? I would prefer a tight, firm ass over any amount of fat. There's just too much fat in America. Fat is not in any way a rare resource in America. Everyone is extremely overweight, so doughy asses are not exactly hard to get your hands on. I think that makes me much more biased to people having less fat than more fat. Maybe if I was living in Japan, I would feel the opposite way or something. I don't know. What you're looking for is a man's butt? Sure. Except men have doughy asses in America too. Everybody's fat in America. Not being fat is like step one for me to want to be interested in your body. In step two, we'll get to the whether you're a man or a woman. But step one is not being overweight. Man, I'm adding all this extra details, but I don't even know if I need this. Fuck. How do I fill up the page is still something that I'm trying to figure out, and it's not going very well. I have to like basically test out everything I draw and then like erase it all together and try something new before I can figure out something. Oh, fuck. How does Oda do it? He has so many goddamn patterns on all of his clothing. He must have like massive, like huge books of patterns and shit like that he can reference at any time. So I'm trying to figure it out as he goes, like I'm doing right now. Oda is just that much more powerful than you? That it can't be true, no. I will never accept reality. I'm gonna sneak into Oda's house at night and suck his blood. Take his power like Araki does. 10 streams in a row, yeah. I often say that I don't give a fuck about people hitting their stream streaks, but considering I like keep on changing the time in which I stream and I don't really actually follow any kind of real streaming schedule, it's probably pretty impressive if you think about it. Power is actually in the calm, yes. The only way you can become a great artist like Oda is if you sneak into his house at night and suck his dick. It's the only way. Ugh. I would suck Araki's dick if that would mean that I could draw like him. If you want to draw like Araki, you just need to trace images of the Mona Lisa or whatever. I don't know. He definitely takes a lot of inspiration from Italian art, so you need to practice your Renaissance era fundamentals or some shit. This. God damn it. Fuck. Okay, this is a little better, I think. Alright, guys. I know I've only been streaming for basically an hour, but I started to stream early because my room was already too hot, and I didn't want to be sitting in a hot room for too long, but I felt like I had a duty to stream. But now that I've fulfilled my duty, I'm gonna get the fuck out of my fucking incredibly hot room and bail. So, yeah. Also, I need to actually draw all the difficult stuff that I can't draw on stream anyways. Like, backgrounds and shit like that. So, there's not gonna be many streams for a while, honestly. All the stuff I have to draw right now is, like, shit that I have to both focus 100% on and, like, have to have, like, tutorials on in the background and stuff like that. So, see you around, guys. Good night. Have a nice night. Bye.